Section 110.26 of the National Electrical Code addresses workspace requirements around electrical equipment. It focuses on ensuring adequate space for personnel to safely operate and maintain electrical systems. Specifically, it dictates the necessary clearances in front of electrical equipment operating at 600 volts or less. These clearances are determined by voltage to ground and the condition of the space opposite the equipment. There are three conditions. Condition 1 is where there is exposed live parts on one side and grounded parts on the other side. Condition 2 is where there are exposed live parts on one side and insulated parts on the other side. Condition 3 is where there are exposed live parts on both sides. The depth of the workspace, measured from the front of the electrical equipment, varies depending on the voltage and the condition. For example, for equipment operating at 150 volts to ground or less, the required workspace depth is typically 3 feet for condition 1, 3 feet for condition 2, and 3 feet for condition 3. For equipment operating between 151 volts and 600 volts, the workspace depth increases to 3 feet for condition 1, 3.5 feet for condition 2, and 4 feet for condition 3. These dimensions are minimums and must be maintained clear and unobstructed. The width of the workspace must be the width of the equipment, or 30 inches, whichever is greater. This ensures sufficient lateral movement space for personnel. The height of the workspace must extend from the floor or platform to a height of 6.5 feet or the height of the equipment, whichever is greater. This provides adequate headroom for personnel working in the area. Access and entrance to the workspace are also critical considerations. Section 110.26 specifies that at least one entrance of sufficient area must be provided to give access to the working space about electrical equipment. For equipment rated 1200 amps or more and over 6 feet wide, the NEC generally requires an entrance at each end of the working space. The size of the entrance, such as 24 inches by 78 inches, is generally considered adequate for personnel access. However, the code does not explicitly mandate that this entrance must have a door. If the entrance to the workspace does have a door, the hardware must comply with specific requirements to ensure safe and easy egress. The door must be able to open easily and quickly from the inside without the use of tools or keys. This is to allow personnel to escape quickly in case of an emergency, such as an electrical fire or arc flash. Panic hardware is often required on doors serving electrical rooms or areas with high-capacity equipment. Panic hardware allows the door to be opened with a single motion, such as pushing a bar, even if the door is locked from the outside. The direction of door swing is also important. The door should swing in the direction of egress, meaning it should swing outward from the workspace. This prevents the door from being blocked by personnel trying to exit the area in an emergency. The door must also be marked with appropriate signage to identify the electrical hazard and to warn personnel of the potential dangers. Signage might include warnings such as danger high voltage or authorized personnel only. It is important to note that while the NEC sets minimum requirements, local codes or regulations may have additional requirements. It is always necessary to consult with local authorities and qualified electrical professionals to ensure full compliance with all applicable codes. Proper planning and installation of electrical equipment, including adequate workspace and safe access, are essential for preventing electrical accidents and ensuring the safety of personnel. The correct installation of door hardware, where doors are present, is a critical aspect of overall electrical safety. In summary, ensuring compliance with Section 110.26 involves firstly, understanding the voltage to ground and condition of the space. Secondly, providing adequate workspace depth, width, and height. Thirdly, ensuring at least one accessible entrance to the workspace. Fourthly, ensuring that any doors present have compliant hardware allowing for easy egress. Fifthly, providing appropriate signage to warn of electrical hazards. And sixthly, consulting local codes and qualified professionals for full compliance. Adherence to these guidelines is essential for maintaining a safe working environment around electrical equipment.